I would like to say today, I would like to take this opportunity to showcase to you actually what is the HWG Pay blockchain ecosystem that we have been talking about, right? We will look at it from a business point of view, technical point of view, and also the legal point of view to make sure the audiences understands how the whole ecosystem works. Now, let me start by sharing how we actually came into this business, right? Now, for every decade, there will be a technology that will come out that will bound to change everyone's life, right? For the past decades, we have technologies such as the internet, right? Cash system. Now, what does it mean? Bitcoin is actually a network of computer transacting in an immutable way. That sounds very techy. So let me change it into a layman term, right? In a layman term, imagine the whole room are networks of computers interacting with each other. Now, in order for me to have a transaction, to pass it to, let's say, A to B, I would require 51% of this room to witness this transaction and say, oh yes, Gavin paid $10 to this room. So if 51% of the people in this room say yes, the transaction goes through. So this is being recorded in a very immutable way. There's nobody who can say, well, the transaction didn't happen because it was verified by 51% of the network in the world. Now, on top of Bitcoin being the first blockchain application, actually there are a lot of development that is happening, advancement in the blockchain industry from the Bitcoin technology itself. Namely, there are Ethereum's, XRP, Ripple, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Binance Coin. Now, however, all these tokens represent a whole different thing. Bitcoin was designed to be a peer-to-peer cash system. Ethereum is actually a smart contract blockchain, but its token, Ether, is actually used as a gas fee. While Binance Coin, for example, they can be used as trading platform fees, right? But with the new technology, and of course with the development of the tech community all around the world, these crypto assets are being traded all around the world. Now, there are a lot of exchanges that are supporting all these cryptocurrencies, and it's tradable 24/7, 365 days worldwide. So you can imagine how big the market is, right? All this value of these tokens is exactly like how you would say, how would a lady value a Hermes bag, right? Perceive of value. So if I think this one is based on supply and demand, the more demand there is, the lesser the supply, the higher the price, which will cause all these crypto assets to be fluctuating, right? Now it was up until around 2014, whereby stable token was introduced to the market. Now stable token was introduced to the market as alternative to what we call trading tokens, trading assets. So what you saw just now in the previous slide is trading assets, and these are stable tokens. How is it stable? Usually all these stable tokens is backed by some sort of asset, be it reserve, be it property, be it algorithm, right? So perhaps here among all, I think majority of you would remember and understand what is USDT. USDT is Tether, the largest stable token, the highest liquidity in the market right now. However, all these tokens, they are actually very trading focused. All these stable tokens is usually issued by exchanges, and they use the token to facilitate trading of the platform and liquidity of the platform. Now, with all you see in the market right now, comparing it to the traditional money market, right? Actually, cryptocurrency, I'm not sure if you can even see the all cryptocurrency market is actually still very small compared to the traditional market. However, be it small, As of today, we are talking, it's valued at 200 over billion market. Now, 200 billion market might be very small compared to trillions, but bearing in mind, just exactly 1 year ago, it was only 100 billion. So that is a twofold of the market. So what we think is that the market is definitely growing, it's inevitable. The market would slowly adopt this technology, and of course, it will become more and more market consumer. Now, when we talk about all this, it's all about trading. Whenever people talk about Bitcoin, stable token, USDT, it's all about trading. In our company, there's this question whereby we question ourselves, what about for payment? Have people tried using this form of cryptocurrency since it's so accessible to be used as a form of payment? Yes. In fact, there's this very famous gentleman from the States actually paid 10,000 Bitcoin at that time for 2 large pizzas. So this today is what we consider the costliest mistake that anyone will make in their life, because as of now, if you value it back there, it costs you almost 80 million for the 2 pizzas. So they even have a day named after the mistake, Bitcoin Pizza Day. But coming back to the local scene, right? Let's bring back somewhere nearer to the local scene. Are people using cryptocurrencies or digital assets as a form of payment? Yes. Surprisingly, yes. Even in Malaysia itself, just last year, right? There are people transacted a land deal based in Sabah by using Bitcoin. So what does it mean? It means digital asset is not only limited to trading, right? The usage is possible for payment, but it must have the right infrastructure, the right support, and of course, the right direction to do this. Now, when we as a business itself, HWG Capital is a part of the HWG Group. We have other businesses that is involved in travel and entertainment. So actually, we as a business, we explored back in 2 years ago in accepting cryptocurrency as a form of payment. However, during this period of time, we realized there are a few problems. Cryptocurrencies is very prone to price valuation. People who look at Bitcoin today, you will know from, I think just yesterday, it dropped around 6 to 7% within a blip, right? So as a business itself, we always require cash flows, right? So there's no point for me to hold, when I receive payment in Bitcoin, and if I hold it in Bitcoin, I'm exposing myself to all this risk. Also, aside from that, when I come to think of it, when we do payment, usually the action is very fast, right? I should be able to go to a counter or even to a merchant. I would like to remit you payment. I should be able to scan, make a payment, and go. But with Bitcoin and Ethereum, you got to wait, well, 2 to 5 minutes at best. And if the traffic is jammed, maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I'm sure a lot of you here experienced this before. Aside from that, not a lot of people is aware of how and where they can buy cryptocurrencies right now. It's not that accessible actually. Even though that is what we do with trading tokens. Now, like I said today, now we already introduced stable token. So what about stable token? Can I use stable token to make a form of payment? Yes, you can. However, the process is still very complicated. Now, for a normal user, if you have USDT right now, you will probably have to find an exchange, go through the KYCs, and find some exchanges with good liquidity, liquidate your stable token, then transfer it to your bank, which will take you another 5 to 10 days, and then only you can spend it on retail. This is the existing stable token payment that is happening around the world right now.